TN Sports, this is Grizzly Insider, sponsored by Albertsons Safeway.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Grizzly Insider. I'm your host, Kyle Hansen. This past Saturday, the Montana Grizzlies were handed their first loss of the season when they fell to the Idaho Vandals here in Missoula. Grizz head coach Bobby Hauck will join us to break down that loss and some of the game's key plays. And we'll also be joined by sophomore wide receiver Junior Bergen to talk about his season as well. But first, we'll recap the Grizzlies' loss to Idaho from Saturday as the Vandals top for the first time since 1999. The Vandals hadn't beaten the Grizzlies since 1999 and entered the game with first-year head coach Jason Eck and a 2-0 mark in Big Sky Conference play. Idaho used a 12-play drive that went over 6 minutes to get on the board first with a field goal to make it 3-0 late in the first quarter. Montana immediately responded as Junior Bergen made arguably one of the top plays of the year with a one-handed catch in the back of the end zone. The PAT was blocked, but still led 6-3. But mistakes started costing the Grizz again as the Vandals got a safety on a dropped punt. But on the next drive, the Grizz seized momentum again as Patrick O'Connell picked off Giovanni McCoy and turned that into a touchdown to make it 13-5. On Idaho's final drive of the first half, Henry Noose was whistled for roughing the passer on a third down, which extended their drive. And McCoy cashed in as he found Hayden Hatton for the touchdown just before half, and the Grizz led 13-12. But Eck and the Vandals went into their bag of tricks to start the third quarter, as they recovered an onside kick to get the ball back. They would turn that possession into a field goal and wouldn't trail again. Late in the third quarter, mistakes again hurt Montana as Trevin Gradney was flagged for late hit out of bounds. That put the Vandals on Montana's 43, and in one play they made the Grizz pay as McCoy connected with Hatton again to make it 22-13 Idaho. Montana's offense came alive on the next drive with two quick plays to get into the red zone, but the Grizz couldn't finish the drive and had to settle for a field goal from the 7-yard line. On the next Vandal drive, the Grizz opted not to challenge a crucial 4th-and-1 conversion by Idaho that looked close, but a play that also wasn't sent up for further review by the replay booth. The Vandals would be stopped later in the drive, but turnovers began to doom Montana, as Lucas Johnson threw a pick deep in Vandal territory after that, then threw another with 4 minutes left to play that Idaho would go on to score after, as the Vandals finished the job and earned the upset over the third-ranked Grizz 30-23 in Missoula to top their rivals and secure the Little Brown Stein for the first time since 1999. Coming up, Bobby Hauck joins us in studio to talk about UM's loss to Idaho. We'll be right back on Grizzly Insider.
There's more coverage of the Grizzlies online anytime at montanasports.com. Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, sponsored by Albertsons Safeway.
Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, and we're joined by head coach Bobby Hauck. Bobby, seeing you here after a loss, I know it's kind of tough, but just kind of your initial thoughts after that Idaho game.
Yeah, not as much fun after a loss, certainly, but we're going to learn from it. We're going to move forward like we always do. The other side's trying to. They did a good job. They got the win. I feel like we helped them along the way a little bit, and we need to fix that now.
Now that you've gotten a little bit of time to kind of evaluate the game and look back on it a little bit, Weber, what are some of your early takeaways now that you've gotten to look back on it a little bit?
Well, it was really about us making too many mistakes, and we had a great week of practice. Our team was focused, locked in. Everything was right where it should have been, and we just made mistakes that were critical of the outcome of the game, and certainly numerous of those mistakes were things that led to points for the other team, which they were having trouble getting. And, it was just one of those days we shot ourselves in the foot too much and couldn't overcome it against a pretty good Idaho team.
All week long, kind of leading up, we talked about how they like to bleed the clock, and time of possession was big. They had 42 minutes of it. I believe you guys had 18 or just short of 18. So they basically just didn't give you many opportunities on offense, and then the offense didn't quite take advantage of the opportunities they had. Is that kind of how you maybe saw that? It just if you had maybe some more opportunities, things might have been a little different?
Yeah, it's almost like playing an option team. You're only going to get so many possessions. It wasn't like they ran the ball and controlled the game. I think they averaged just over 1 yard a carry. But they were running the ball, keeping the clock running, and then they onside kicked us and stole a possession from us there. They only got 3 out of it, but they took a possession away from us. And in a game like that where they're trying to bleed it down get it to the fourth quarter, which they did successfully. Things like that are costly.
When, kind of like you talked about at the press conference, third down wasn't great and just not that many opportunities like we just touched on. How much does that change the play calling? Because, some of your running backs only had 3-4 attempts rushing. You guys had to throw it a lot. Like, how much does that just kind of change the play calling kind of throughout the game as you guys are trying to, get the things moving?
Well, there's a lot of things that play into that, so I'll try to be somewhat brief. We didn't control the ball enough. They bled the clock out. And then when you look at some of the play calls, we only had, I think, 55 or 56 plays. So that's, on some weeks, that's half a game for us at the tempo we like to play at. And then when you add that at the end when we were down, then those are all passes. So 20% of those were at the end of the first half, and we had a clock drive as well. So a lot of the clock drive stuff's all passes. So you're going to talk about 36 plays divided by 2, 50-50 in that 36, you're going to add up about 17, 18 runs.
When you look at kind of like the defense that you guys, or the way that your defense played in the game, it seemed like they had a pretty good game, but it was kind of like, after a while, Idaho was kind of get some things working. But what did you kind of like from your guys, and what did you see from that side of the ball?
I thought we tackled well. I thought we played hard. We didn't do well in third down, in particular in the first half when we were able to maintain possession of the ball. We needed some more 3-and-outs. There's some things. Anytime you give up a play, if we shut them out, we'd have won, right? So everybody's culpable. Starting with the head coach, got to do a better job.
Ultimately, mistakes like we've kind of touched on just kind of costed a little bit. There was the penalty to put Idaho on your guys' 43. They get the one-shot touchdown, and then, just kind of taking advantage of some of those opportunities. Then later you guys kind of drive to respond, but then only get a field goal in the red zone. Just, how key were some of those plays, just not maybe finishing or making mistakes?
Well, everything's magnified in that part of the field and at that time of the game. So the later in the game, in a tight game, you get, the red zone play, which is a critical situation for everybody, third down, and then fourth quarter stuff. Those are critical situations, so every play is magnified in a game like that.
And ultimately, Idaho has that drive that they are driving to get the 4th and 1. It appeared like he might have been stopped. It seemed like it was kind of a 50-50 thing. Now that you've gotten a chance to kind of look back, would you have liked to challenge it? What would you kind of see in that opportunity there?
Yeah, we can challenge a spot, but every play in college football is reviewed. So every play's challenged. There's a replay official that's watching everything. And if he has a good view of it, he'll stop play. So basically all you're doing, it's like 97% against. It wasn't like they were hurrying up, getting the snap out there, sitting in the huddle. So he had plenty of time to look at it, and all you're doing there is wasting a timeout that you might need later.
Yeah. Oh, and was that, I guess, kind of the decision there? You're just like, hey, we just might need, because you guys did ultimately get the stop.
Yeah, it's reviewed. Like I said, it's reviewed. I can ask him to review it again, but it's been looked at for a good minute. Ultimately, at that point. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, ultimately too, you guys, we've talked turnovers too after the Idaho State game, and just they've kind of popped their head up a little bit the last couple of games. How do you guys kind of correct that going forward? Because it just seems like you eliminate those, maybe this is a win for you guys.
Well, certainly, I think that's probably absolutely true. As absolutely true as it can be in retrospect, but takeaways win games, turnovers lose games. Teams that take care of the ball tend to have pretty good records. We need to make sure we're taking care of the ball.
Ultimately, a loss like this stings, but how much do you maybe use this as kind of a wake-up call for these guys going forward?
Well, I don't know. It's hard for me to say we needed a wake-up call because I thought our preparation was just terrific. Our practices were great. Our focus was great. We just need to make plays when they come to us. We're going to make the right call. We've got to get our players in the right position. We've got to have them prepared the right way. And then we've got to go execute. And that'll be the emphasis this week. And we have a big challenge this week that I'm sure we're going to talk about.
Yep, coming up. Yeah, thanks, Coach. And don't go anywhere. Coming up, we're going to talk to Junior Bergen about the season he's putting together in his sophomore year, as well as rejoin Coach here to talk about the Sacramento State coming up this upcoming weekend. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Grizzly Insider.
Get social with Grizzly fans and follow MTN Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, sponsored by Albertson Safeway.
Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, and I'm excited to be joined by sophomore receiver, running back, return specialist, all of the above. Junior Bergen. Junior, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Tough loss for you guys against the Idaho Vandals this past weekend. Just kind of walk me through kind of how the team feels a little bit, and how you guys look to respond on that one.
Obviously, we're disappointed. We want to win every game. We want to go 1-0 every week, but unfortunately, that doesn't always happen. So we look to respond next week and every week after that. So.
It seemed like last year, even when you guys did lose a couple of games, you guys found a way to respond. Is that kind of the similar expectation in the locker room?
Yeah. We want to win every game. So we got a lot of competitors on the team, and I think we'll put together a good week of practice and preparation and be ready to go next Saturday.
You're putting together another strong season in your sophomore campaign. Last year, you kind of had to be this utility guy at running back. But, now that you've gotten a chance to kind of slot into your natural position while you came here at receiver, what's it been like? Because it just seems like you've hit the ground running.
It's been fun. My teammates have, they've helped me out wherever I'm going. If I'm in the backfield or out wide, they're always letting me know what I'm doing and helping me and encouraging me. And then my coaching staff they're pretty good, so they put me in positions to do well, and I'm thankful for all those guys.
It seems like they have a lot of trust in you, right? Because, they put you in so many different positions. They let you do so many different things. I'd say off the top, jokingly, that you play all these positions, but you really have. You got a chance to throw a touchdown pass this year. What does that mean to you, knowing that they kind of have that trust in you?
It means a lot. You want to play for somebody who trusts you and wants to put you out there and believes in you, and that ultimately helps you believe in yourself, and you can play better when you're believing in yourself. So.
I got a chance to cover you a little bit in high school, at senior high school, but you did so much there as well. When you look at kind of your time at senior high, and when you were a receiver, quarterback, you did all these different things. You ran a lot at quarterback. How much did that time kind of prep you for your time in Montana, just because you have been so versatile both there and here?
Yeah, it's just football. So I guess, it prepped me, but I just want to win and help my team win. So I'll do whatever, whether that's running the ball, catching the ball, blocking, any of that stuff. So senior prepped me pretty well.
That's fair. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and they run things hard there too. So it totally makes sense. So I guess to shift focus a little bit to the return game, and kind of working your way into that. You got some time in that last year. You almost broke off a few last year, especially in punt. How did that kind of click? How did you kind of get so acclimated to doing the return game on special teams?
Coach Pease kind of just told me he wanted to get the ball in my hands as much as possible, and so we started fielding punts, and then next thing you know, I was back there, and my teammates block it up really well for me, so I just kind of find a little crease and try to hit it and make something happen after that.
With more repetition from last year to this year, has that also helped? Just because you did have the touchdown and almost broke off a couple against Idaho, but had some really nice returns. It just seems like maybe your rhythm or comfort with it maybe has grown. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, for sure. I think catching the punt is the toughest thing. But when you have confidence back there, you're going to catch it, then everything else is pretty easy when you have the teammates I do and they're blocking it up well for you.
Absolutely. It's interesting, too. We're going to wind you back to the Terre Haute game, too, when you got to throw that touchdown pass. We were joking with Lucas Johnson afterwards about you being a high school quarterback as well, and he said he was aware of that. When you see that play design, you get a chance to do that. What was that like, and how were you guys able to execute that so well? And you get that opportunity to throw again like you were in high school.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a little throwback, but we put it in, and we put in plays like that all the time, and I wasn't really sure when we were going to run it, if we were going to run it, and we ran it, and good thing we executed it, and we scored. So.
Did you ever joke with Lucas that you were going to get more opportunities to start taking
all of them, except I don't really joke with Chris about it too much, but Daniel and Lucas for sure get it a lot.
That's fair. Yeah, you got to let them know, right? Let them know you're kind of you're over their shoulder a little bit. That's awesome. Well, and it's interesting too, Junior, because obviously like we said, you're thrown into a new position as a freshman and run away with it. It's ironically enough, Idaho was kind of like your breakout game of running back last year, and this year you're kind of doing more and more. How were you just so prepared to be such a young guy and just jump right into this team?
My coaches, they got me watching film, and they got me the playbook, and I was just ready to go. I guess I was kind of hoping to play, and once I got the opportunity, I just tried to make the best of it.
When you come in as a freshman, and obviously every freshman wants to play and make an impact. What I guess that process and things like that. Like how did you stay ready, or just kind of keep yourself available to that opportunity, because it doesn't happen very often for kids that age.
I just stayed engaged all the time. Made sure I was on the sideline getting mental reps, and just knew that when my number was called, I had to go out there and do something about it.
Absolutely. Working with this offense this year, working with Lucas, what's it been like? Through 6 games and all that.
It's been pretty fun. Lucas is a great player, and he's our leader, and him and Mitch just kind of lead us wherever we need to go. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun with those guys.
Absolutely. Biggest thing for you guys kind of going forward here, because there's still a lot of regular season left to play. What's maybe the biggest thing you guys noticed that you're going to start working on here going forward?
Just execution. I thought we had a really good game plan last week, and we didn't execute it to the best of our abilities. And so I think we just need to go out each week and execute, because I think we have a good plan each week.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Junior. Appreciate you joining us here in studio. And don't go anywhere. We'll be rejoined by head coach Bobby Hauck to talk Montana's upcoming game against Sacramento State.
Take coverage of the Grizz with you. Download our app for your favorite mobile device today. Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, sponsored by Albertson Safeway.
Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, and we are rejoined by head coach Bobby Hauck. And Bobby, losses are difficult, but it's on to the next one always in college football. So obviously got a big game coming up on the road at Sacramento State this week. Can you kind of give me your initial scout and read of the Hornets, who are also having another fine year this year?
Sure, I'd be glad to. And what you said is true. You got to move on to the next one. You can never get them back. Once that final gun sounds, they're in the books, and you either won or you lost, and you have to take from the film and work to improve, which we always do. You know, we try to be undefeated every week, and we were 0-1 last week, so we need to get to 1-0 this week against Sac State, who's playing at a really high level. They're playing very well right now. I don't know that they've been behind this season yet, which is really something. They're playing well on offense, defense, special teams, so going to be a huge challenge for our team this week.
Sac State last year, they did that dual quarterback system. I believe they're doing something kind of similar this year, but I think in their latest game they ran for like over 300 yards or something like that. Is that an element that maybe they're kind of improving on as opposed to last year? Was that run game they're trying to be more balanced on offense?
Well, they've been pretty balanced, and they are playing both quarterbacks. It's a system they're comfortable in right now. They feel good about both those kids. I think Dunaway's a little more of a thrower, and I think he gets the start, but they're playing both of them, and they'll have a great game plan for us, and hopefully we will for them, and it should be a heck of a football game. You
guys have had some big games with them lately because their program is now starting to kind of get in that upper echelon of Big Sky and FCS, and you know when you look at their program and what Troy Taylor has done, what is it? What kind of stands out to you, and why they've also been able to kind of jump up and join kind of the tops of this conference and be so dynamic and strong the past couple of seasons?
Well, they've made a commitment to the football program. They're funding it. They've built facilities. They're in a pretty good recruiting base nearby. Just down the street, there's a lot of kids in that neighborhood and in that part of California. So they're a team that's got good players. They always have. They've coached well, and they're doing a great job right now.
This loss to Idaho is almost exactly a year to the date of the Sac State loss last year for you guys at home. Your guys responded and didn't lose again up until, obviously the quarterfinal round of the playoffs. Like,
that'd be good.
Right, exactly.
Can we do that again?
Right, so like, how do you like your guys? It seems like even when you guys do lose, you do find a way to respond. Like, is that something you're expecting kind of out of this group again?
Yeah, I think that's what competitors do. They respond to adversity and overcome it, meet the next challenge, and overcome whatever gets put in front of them. And I think that in our program historically, and I'll go all the way back to 04, 06, 08, those years where we've always responded and put into adverse situations. It's how our kids are wired. I love our guys, and they are highly competitive, and I think we'll have a great spirited week, and I think we'll have a great effort next Saturday, and I hope we can get them.
Coach, well, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks,
yeah, look forward to seeing the game this week, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Grizzly Insider.
There's more coverage of the Grizzlies online anytime at montanasports.com. Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, sponsored by Albertson Safeway.
Thanks so much for joining us for this week's Grizzly Insider right here on MTN. The Grizzlies are on the road at Sacramento State this week in what will be a ranked FCS matchup, and we'll have all of your coverage leading up to the game as well as highlights from Saturday's contest. Have a great evening, everyone.